So, Manny here needs a new mid speaker up in the front. Looks like we're gonna have to pull this A-pillar cover off and unhook and unclip and unbolt a couple things. And we'll see if we can get it off. Oh yeah, there it is. There we go. All right.
So that's the airbag clip.
Uh-huh. Hopefully we don't blow it. There we go. Bada bing. There you go.
Easy.
That was pretty easy. All right, so the two bolts holding the dash cover on are 7mm. Strange millimeter for it to be. It's usually 8, but today it's 7. So let's get in there. One. I don't know if that's all the way out. One. These are such small bolts that once you really get the socket on there, it's basically hand tight. So you can usually just loosen it like that, because sometimes it's really hard to get the wrench in there because of, you know, it rubbing on stuff. But luckily this is pretty easy. All right, it's 2. Oh yeah, there's one there. Looks like one in the front here. Oh, there we go. There's a couple more in the back. All right, when you're doing this, it's gonna make loud disconnecting sounds because you got these metal clips. It's gonna sound like something's breaking, but usually on older cars it is something breaking, but this one's not too old. Actually, it's not old at all. Looks like we got one back here somewhere, right here. There we go. And there's our speaker. Alrighty. Yeah, actually it does look like this has to come off at least there. Let's see if that compass connector is easy to reach. Can we get in there without having a... They're actually identical to the first bolts we pulled out. Right? Same thing, right?
Same thing.
Excellent. This one may be a little challenging to get to. Let's see if we can just raise this up a little. Yeah, I mean, if you don't have a 1/4-inch ratchet set, this is going to be really difficult. So I'm just going to loosen this one and then go in there with just the socket. And then do that by hand.
And what are you taking off now?
Huh?
You're taking off the speaker?
Yeah, speaker's coming out. Just 2 bolts on each side holding it on. Right there. And the connections are coming from underneath, so you kind of have to like L it out a little bit. And this does not look like anything got disconnected, so we're gonna go ahead and assume that this speaker, yeah, has blown out. All right.
Okay.
Now let's compare old to new. make sure they match. Alright, size looks identical. See, the wings are different on each side.
And this one has the Bose speakers, so
Right.
this one actually was about $75.
Right.
I was hoping it was just a connection.
Right. And it looks like the electrical connectors are also identical. So we should be in good shape here. Alright. Those out of the way. Let's get this sucker plugged back in. Simple as plugging it in backwards. You know, it only goes in one way, so that's it.
So before we put it back,
Yeah.
should we turn on the vehicle?
Yes,
Yeah.
let's make sure it works.
So that's the new speaker. We're testing it out. And this car has the blinkers that come out through that speaker, and it's actually working. So yes, it was a bad speaker. Cool.
Excellent.
Now we're putting it back.
Now it's going back. Basically reverse everything. Look at that. It already did half the work for me. Alright. Yeah, so when this goes back, the connector is like coming this way. So you gotta like kind of go like that. And that's really it. Then you just throw your 2 screws in here. Make sure these go back into their respective clip holes. And you know, you just...
Perfect.
Yeah. You don't want to overkill these. You'll strip them very easily. See, that one I can't even get the wrench on, so we're gonna have to just get the little ratchet. All right, so you probably want to make sure this one is lined up first, because if that one lines up, I feel like the rest are just gonna want to be in place, and then that's it.
Beautiful.
I have to.
And don't forget to put those screws back.
Yeah. Boom. That's all she wrote. All right, let's get this pillar back into position. Don't forget to reconnect your airbag clip thing. All right, I guess this has to be in position first. We get it in there. All right. And you get this guy right there. Oh, boom. Okay. So yeah, just get a good look from this angle. You can see all the clips and where they go. You know, make sure you get your rubber weather strip in place. I mean, you could always do that after, but it's basically the same thing. That's it. All right.
Blinkers work.
Yeah, I feel this one. Nice.
Speakers work.
Hey guys, Matt here. Just a quick little thing about me. I enjoy trucks, cars, anything automotive. Modifying them, doing little things here and there, and it just brings me joy when I'm not actually working. And I share this interest with a bunch of friends, and you know, we go off-roading, we hang out and just do little modifications to our cars here and there. I'm actually working on my truck, just polishing the headlights. That one's not done. This one's actually came pretty surprisingly good. But yeah, just follow us on our journey to learning more about our cars and what we're doing with them. And that's it.
And what are we doing today? We're actually starting a
Today,
YouTube channel.
Yeah, this is going to be our first video. We're starting with the mid speaker on Manny's ZR2. We're going to take the A-pillar apart and part of the dashboard and replace the speaker, because apparently nobody out there has done anything like that on this truck video wise on YouTube. So
There was one guy which actually was super helpful, so thank you. I will put his name
Yes. But it
on
was
Down
a
Under.
Canyon. It was a GMC Canyon.
It was a GMC Canyon.
But
This
similar
is
truck, almost
the
identical.
Colorado ZR2.
But yeah, so we're gonna tackle it, see how far we get.